Hidden beneath the towering castles of the medieval world lay a shadowy world, the dungeons. These vaults were not just prisons. They protected secrets too perilous to expose. The world above knew of kings, queens, and knights, but far below, deep within the castle's core, lay a shadowy world of ancient chambers and unseen perils. This was no ordinary jail for thieves and debtors. It was a place for beings too dangerous to exist in the open world. Sorcerers cast curses that echoed through the realm, ghouls prowled in swarms that overwhelmed entire villages, and witches spun spells that defied nature's order. No one could ignore the threat each prisoner posed. The public knew nothing of the dungeon's true purpose. Its existence was a closely guarded secret, known only to a select few. Sentinels, bound by oaths of silence and unwavering loyalty, guarded the dungeons and their many secrets, controlling entry points and ensuring no unauthorized access. Carved from the castle's foundation and reinforced with ancient stone and unyielding earth, the dungeon's chambers formed an impenetrable fortress of confinement, their cold, cracked walls bearing the weight of secrets too perilous to reveal. The deeper a prisoner's placement, the less likely it was that anyone would hear their cries. The further from the surface, the further from hope. Dungeon entrances were hidden behind trapdoors and iron gates, often disguised beneath thrones, secret chambers, or armory sections, making discovery nearly impossible. Once dispatched, the intention was for you to never return. The prisoners within the dungeon were not ordinary criminals, but beings whose very existence posed a grave threat to the realm. Sorcerers were among the most feared of all. They weren't mere spellcasters, but those who had mastered forbidden magic, necromancy, blood sorcery, and illusion crafting beyond mortal limits. They placed shackles inscribed with runes of silencing and masks of cold iron on sorcerers, severing their connection to magic, nullifying the flow of arcane energy, and muffling every incantation into a painful hum. The most infamous of them, the Red Prophet, cast a spell so powerful it brought down 3 kings, plunging the realm into chaos. Noble houses fell into rebellion, and loyal knights turned on their lords. Relentless swarms of ghouls, scavengers of the dead, swept through villages, reducing them to barren husks and devouring everything in their path. For those with spectral traits, containment required a more intricate strategy. Every surface of incorporeal beings like ghosts, wraiths, and spectral ghouls had sigils inscribed on it to disrupt their ethereal movement. Anchor stones, enchanted relics that forced the spirit's essence into a single point, leaving them to rage, shriek, and scream without escape, further restrained the most defiant incorporeal beings. The greatest smiths of the kingdom crafted enchanted chains to contain ghouls bound in physical form. These chains seared their flesh, compelling them to obey. Guards rationed their food just enough to prevent starvation, ensuring they remained too weak to resist. No one knew fear like the guards who patrolled the ghoul hollows, for even the hollow eyes of these creatures seemed to follow every step. Witches required a unique approach. Unlike sorcerers, witches could craft spells from herbs, bones, and natural elements. To counter this, they stripped every enchanted item, wood, straw, roots, and bones, from their cells. The king confiscated their wands, snapped them in two, or stored them in his vault of enchanted relics. Enchanted chains imbued with spells shackled their hands, blocking elemental forces and rendering their magic inert. For the most dangerous witches, their cells were circular with no edges or corners. Without the natural alignment of ley lines or elemental direction, their magic withered. They could do nothing but wait. Few ever mentioned the dragon. During a powerful battle, they captured the dragon and bound it in the deepest chamber, a place where even flames could not breathe. The chamber's iron gates exuded blistering heat, and eerie growls echoed from within. No one dared approach, fearing that the chamber might still be awake. Rumors also circulated about the imprisonment of vampires and werewolves. They kept the vampires in lightless chambers lined with holy seals. Deprived of sustenance and isolated in lightless chambers, the vampires' powers waned, rendering them shadows of their former selves. Enchanted collars imbued with wolf's bane bound the werewolves, who only became beasts under the full moon's influence. Guards believed that the moon's call would awaken the beast within if one of them escaped. The medieval dungeons have long since vanished from sight, but their legacy endures in whispers of ancient secrets and unseen shadows. Castles fell out of use, and empires shifted, quietly transferring their most dangerous captives to secure, hidden facilities, perhaps even to secretive places like Area 51. They never completely obliterated their existence, merely concealing it from public view. As you stroll through the ancient ruins, you might sense a presence. However, it could be nothing, or could it be something more? In conclusion, the medieval dungeons housed a variety of dangerous beings, each requiring unique containment methods, leaving a lasting legacy of secrets and shadows. If you enjoy stories of enchanted beings, relics, mysterious places, and magic, stay tuned for more captivating tales. Thank you for watching.